Okay, I wanted to show you just something in Ipet Go, okay, about what I just showed you in my last video. So in the last video I was talking about basically made the connection back to this 17. We've also made some connections in previous videos to the 7th of January being like the reflection of Christmas, okay? So there's this connection with this 1-7, right? Now what I want to do is I want to show you in Ipet Goat. See, this is the clock tower. This is the top part of this is, I guess you could call it the Eye of Providence, okay? It's like what is on the back of the dollar bill. Now there is where this is on the back of the dollar bill. So you've got to be watching the channel now to know what I'm talking about. But where this occurs on the back of the dollar bill, I am going to show you some numbers in the next video of how this relates back to the 1-7 again. Okay. So with that being said, what I want to do is I want to go to Ipet Goat 2, and I'll show you what happens in Ipet Goat 2 at the end with the pyramids. Is a meteorite or something comes down and hits right about here. Okay, I actually think it hits between what would be the 1 and the 7 here in this in this diagram, okay? But it could be any of these numbers right here, basically. Okay, I know that's a complete mess, but let's go over to Ipet Goat now, and then we'll come back. Maybe we'll come back to this and just refresh over it in just a second. Okay, so here I've got I can back it up a little bit. Let me make this big because we need it big so we can see what's going on in the background here. So let me back this up. Oh, no, I don't want to go that far. Hang on. And that wasn't backing up. That was going the wrong way. So let's back up. So you see the meteorite or whatever's coming down shooting the top of the pyramid here. The capstone. Okay. Now look where it hits. I'm not sure if it's hitting across the entirety of this thing or on this corner here. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It is hitting the top of this thing. Okay, so where we had the 711 8 reference, 71118 reference. I don't know if I'm putting the right amount of ones in there, but you can see where that's hitting. Now I'm going to play a few seconds. Note that we've got one pyramid here, we've got another pyramid here, and then we've got another pyramid. Okay, because I'm actually going to show you something which I think, well, let me play it on and I'll stop it where we need to stop it. As that collapses now, we need to watch as this collapses, okay, very carefully, right here, just above my cursor. If I can move it on without it taking forever. There. I don't know if you can make this out, but this looks like the top of another pyramid in here that's sitting behind this one, okay? Or at least this thing's collapsing very oddly, that it's leaving another little pyramid here. Okay, play on, come on. But you see that? It's almost like there is another little pyramid there. If you can make this out, right here. Is it? Is it not? I don't know. Is it just the way it's the first big pyramid's collapsing? Definitely looks like it to me anyway. And yeah, you see that thing appearing there, and then it's also going to collapse. And then if I carry on playing through this and just watch, there was another meteorite shooting star thing going over here, but notice that there aren't any more that hit these other, like, did you see one? I haven't seen one hit this and it's starting to collapse. Okay, so this pyramid's now starting to collapse as well. Okay, so the big one's gone, the little one behind it's gone, this one's going, and I'm looking, and I'm not seeing any other little meteorite here. There is a meteorite or whatever it is flying off here, and this one's collapsing here as well. I'm not sure how many meteorites actually ended up flying, but it looked like there was another 2 maybe after the first one that hit the pyramid. So maybe that's 2 more attacks, which would make sense with the Golden Gate Bridge being over here compared with where the Hoover Dam is, and then also JL's Space Needle being further north from the Hoover Dam. So I don't know. Anyway, my point is with these pyramids though, is that there's could actually be 4 pyramids there. Okay. Now what's significant about it is the way the pyramids look. We've got one bigger one, and then another. If you think about perspective, let me put it this way, if you think about perspective and you look at the Hoover Dam, you'll notice that there's 4 towers at the Hoover Dam. Okay. And if you were to kind of put them into perspective from a certain angle, these pyramids would represent those towers. I don't know if that makes sense, but the 4 pyramids, you know, obelisk type thought on that, you know, like the Washington Monument. Yeah, that's just my thought on it. You know, they could represent the towers that are at the Hoover Dam, those 4 pyramids. Okay. What else do I want to say about this? Nothing else about this scene. Okay. But you know, where you saw that, where we saw that hit, okay, right here somewhere, and we've got these numbers right here, okay, the 18, the 17, the 11, those numbers are right there at the top of this thing. I feel like there was something else I wanted to mention. No, I can't remember now. The only thing I'm going to say is that when I do this next video, you know, note that on the back of the dollar bill, the Eye of Providence pyramid that's on the back of the dollar bill correlates on the flip side to a 7-1 reference. Okay, I'll show you how we get to that in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.